na naman ako, nakamute na naman ako, tapos papasok, tapos hindi ako makakapag-entry. Good evening, everyone! Medyo, alam ko it's raining outside, but mainit ang mga conversation ngayon. Thanks for watching. Please share the live. I just have a quick couple of minutes, no, before we introduce this guest. Hindi ako masyado nakapag-background check, pero inista ko na yung LinkedIn profile niya, FYI. Grabe yung credentials din. Para ako na, oh my God! but we have seen each other, if I'm not mistaken. Tatanong ko na lang sa kanya. Pero alam ko, nakita na kami nung November of last year, if I'm not mistaken. Pero, you know my guest, obviously, that's why you're here. Keep on sharing the live and commenting. I have with me, my scent of the night is Safari Extreme by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. So, if you're not familiar to the house, obviously it's because it's a Saudi Arabian house. Ayan. You know my love for Middle Eastern perfumery, no, obviously, no. So, ayan. Wala tayong background music. Nagkakalimutan na naman. So, ilalagay ko na lang to. Okay. So, konting background lang. Gusto kong pag-usapan dito. Una sa lahat, I don't care if you're offended, number one, of the way I post. That's the number one thing. It's my opinion, no. So, and it's a take on a lot of things, and if you don't understand it correctly, then you're missing the point. So RM Consumer Goods, Nadami account, shout out to you. Magbasa ka maigi, kaya ka na-offend kasi hindi ka nagbabasa. Simple lang ng buhay. I do not discredit any inspired brands. In fact, I am a clone collector and inspired collector before I jump into niche. That's number one. What I am against is disrespecting the perfumers and the community na claiming that their premix na 3-5 premix na hinalo nila, gawa nila, no? Yun ang dun ako. And I'm already interviewing a lot of perfumers here in the podcast. So, it's a big disrespect to those people claiming that they're originals. And shout out to my I can never categorize myself as a content creator. Parang hobbies lang talaga ako, trip nga lang tong podcast na to minsan, no. So if you are still doing things na honest review pero nanghihingi ka, ng lilimos ka sa mga brand owners, small business, wake up, no. So kung ikaw yon, sorry, pero kailangan katang i-offend for the next 2 days. Yun lang. And, good vibes na ulit. Ayoko muna ng bad vibes. Pakishare muna ulit ang live at magparami tayo ng viewers. Nasabi ko sa inyo, di ba, mainit yung, alam kong umuulan, pero nag-iinit ngayon yung yung damdamin natin. And I know for some, thanks for the people who commented and obviously know the reason why I'm doing this. I'm just trying to create awareness. And you may hate the concept of memes and stuff, but I can't just put out the name of the brand. No, I mean, number one reason is these people have families, these people have people to feed. What I'm trying to correct is their marketing strategy. No, hindi ko never kong siniraan kung kahit sinong brand or whatnot. What I'm trying to say is just correct things. Wala na akong masama kung inspired yan. There's nothing wrong with it. But claiming things and doing horrendous claims, doing kakaibang marketing just for you to sell, no? Big disrespect yan sa community. At ako magko-call out sa inyo. Sabi ko sa inyo. Unahan ko na kayo. Okay, going back sa mga naka-tune in sa live. Ayan, may tumawa na kaagad. Yan, share and multiple. Fans ko to. Still kasi post kasi ni Eman. Yung na-trigger ako sa post talaga ni Eman no? Yung mga content creators na limosgang Erwin! Good evening! Okay. So before I officially introduce my guest, sabi ko nga, nagkita na kami, if I'm not mistaken, around November of last year. And feeling ko na nabuyo siya ni RJ tsaka ni BJ kasi kakatag sa sa Instagram tsaka sa TikTok. Sabi ko, ako talaga, ako ang nililimos ko attention Kasi wala akong pambayad sa mga to kung if I'm guilty of anything na nanlilimos ako sa attention nyo, no? Sabi ko, guess naman kayo, trip lang. And sabi ko, good vibes lang, no? Kung isang guilty ako, doon ako guilty nang lilimos ako ng attention ng mga taong to. Pero I just really want, to talk to these people genuinely on how they do work. And I really appreciate every one of them, especially those who I invite as guests. And you've noticed in the past that I am very picky of the people I invite here, obviously, to bring more value. lagi may nagme-message sa akin, "Sir, napaka-underrated ng channel mo, ng content mo, this and that." Sabi ko, maraming salamat because I intended to do so, no? Hindi lang basta na, okay, nag-join ka. It's bringing value. Regardless kung isa lang ang viewer dyan, 5 lang ang viewer dyan, less than 20 or 30, I don't care. I just want to bring value to you. And hindi sayang yung panonood mo na, okay, nanonood ka just for the sake of cringy things or even false claim or false honest review, no? So, ayaw na patagalin pa, this person you might have experienced, encountered her in the past. Totoo lang, I'm really amazed on how the name of the brand, her brand, Tadhana, napakagandang, napaka-refreshing, parang, ewan kung similar ba siya sa Serendipity, no? Pero hindi naman closely, pero favorite yung movie na yun, ha? Mabilis ako mayak sa mga pelikula. Favorite din ng mom ko, yung Serendipity na movie. If you know the Serendipity na movie, comment kayo dyan kung alam niyo yun. Ganda ng movie na yun. Kaya ang ganda nung yung Tadhana, parang tinadhana kayo. and feeling ko, I don't know if I'm living on a cave, pero I haven't smelled anything yet. I haven't done any perfumery class or course or this and that. Both BG and Shale. So, siguro it's time for me, no, para may nagtatanong din sa akin, "Sir, mag-release ka ba ng brand mo?" Wala akong plano dyan, no? I'm not that kind of person. Pero yun nga, I will try some of them just to get a general view and knowledge. And I've seen her credentials as well. Her company is Scam Active, CEO, and she done business school, perfumery school, and a lot of things. Sabi ko, hindi ko na mabilang, nakalimutan ko maglista ng credentials, no? Mali ko to, Ayaw nang patagalin pa, and the reason why you're here, introducing to you, saan ba yung background music na yan? Shale! Ayan.
Hi, Charles! Thank you for having me. Nakakatuwa naman yung intro mo, and definitely all thanks to you and people like you who keep gathering the fragrance community together. Sabi mo nga kanina, you just want to add value to the community. Kaya nakakatuwa that you're doing this. So, thank you.
Yan. Unahin ko na din. Do you, kasi si RJ, nagsabi siya nung last time na in-invite ko siya, hindi siya nagpapabango sa gabi. Do you wear perfume at night or you don't?
Sometimes I do. Feel lang.
si BJ rin, sabi niya, ayaw niya rin kasi hindi siya makatulog, parang naglalaro yung utak niya pag nag-spray siya sa gabi. Ikaw, what do you usually wear at night?
So, usually, like during the day, medyo secret like ko talaga yung vanilla. Pero hindi ko siya sinasuot during the day. Most of the time, when it's night, I feel cozy. Parang sometimes I spray it on the pillow pag feel ko, just to keep me relaxed or to give a boost. So yun. So mostly on the pillow naman. Ganun.
Yeah. I remember because shout out agad. Feeling ko nanonood to si Armin. Favorite ko yung Sakura et Rosé ng Ravage Profumi. Sa pillow ko yan bago matulog.
Yeah.
Parang ang calming ng Sakura sa before you go to sleep, right?
Yes,
But right now medyo na ako, innovative na ako. Bumili na rin ako ng mga ano nga tawag dito? Mga diffuser, no? Hindi na ako hindi na ako primitive.
Okay yan. Kasi at least hindi masyadong mahal yung sinaspray mo, no? Tama yan.
And speaking of right now, what are you wearing specific? Do you have scent of the night?
Yeah, right now I'm wearing Parisian Musk, Mate Premier.
Oh yeah,
So,
I know that.
Soft fig scent.
Yeah. Ang ganda ng brand na yun, no? Very, the packaging is simple and everything, but the scents are really, really good.
Super.
Watching us right now, konting shoutout lang, RJ. Thanks for tuning in.
Si RJ kasi tag ng tag Kaya dito tayo ngayon. Thanks, RJ.
Si B, usap ko kanina, si Bernadette kasi, nagpabalot na daw siya ng libro ng anak niya. So, feeling hindi pa siya manonood. Sa replay na lang siya manonood. Ayan, Erwin Alet going back. Ayan. So, before we start, no, again, thank you for coming in. Sabi ko nga, kung may isang bagay ako na nanlilimos, attention lang, no? Kasi, gusto ko rin, I want, to people to also see what it looks like on the background, and especially you guys creating fragrances and, I could say, hindi ko alam maisip yung term. Ang sinasabi ko nga sa kanila, the FPS is like, they are pwede ko sabihin gods of the Philippines.
Wow.
Pero parang gano'n, I mean, you guys are like the benchmark siguro at least, no? And you guys did invest in school. You guys did everything. Kaya para makapunta dito and to share some of your thoughts and insight in the community, very helpful. So simulan ko na agad ang laging unang tanong, no, sa Room Fillers podcast, your collection journey. How did you get into fragrances and how did you start collecting?
Yeah, so, well, nung bata ako, so we can't afford any fragrances. But I have an aunt na palagi siyang nagtatravel. She's an OFW. So, every time na dumadating siya, may mga dala-dala siyang perfumes. And I remember, lagi ako nagsisneak in sa room niya just to smell her fragrances. So, that time, ano pa yan? Jovan Mas, Anais, mga gano'n. I don't even know if it's pronounced that way. Basta, yun yung mga first few memories ko of perfume. But I would say, every life stage, meron talagang specific signature scent. Like, nung elementary, for example, I remember pen shop blue, pen shop pink, ganyan.
Yeah.
And at the same time, nung high school naman, bench B2O, bench 8. So, parang napaghalata na rin yung so, yun,
so in love ng bench.
Oo. So, basta every life stage talaga merong signature scent. So, in college, iba na rin, ganyan. What got me into collecting, kasi after pandemic, most of the time, I was spending my time in Canada. And after a very, very long time, but I've been single. So, siya may jowa, ganyan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was spending most of my time there. Sabi ko, parang I need a new signature scent to mark this new phase in life. Yun ang mali ko. Kasi nga, when I started smelling new things, biglang, ay, ang dami-dami pa lang. Kasi I've always, parang what I've known lang, yung syempre yung mga pasalubong from OFW, ganyan. But, doon nag-start talaga na, ang dami-dami pa lang pwedeng ma-discover, especially when it comes to niche perfumes. Yun na nagsimula. And sa kakahanap ko ng new signature scent, nag-end up na wala na tuloy yung signature scent, but ended up really
We're talking
enjoying.
about what year yung ganyang era mo?
This was about 2021. Yung talagang nag-blow up yung collection. Kasi before that, it was really just a few bottles that I keep rotating. And then, 2021, pandemic, biglang nag-blow up yung, from maybe just 5, naging 70. Ganon. So,
marami ka rin. Pala.
Oo, talagang nabudol.
So, as of the moment, you have ballpark how many fragrances?
Less than 100. Kasi pero after that 70 mark, medyo naging very selective na rin. Kasi I don't want also to accumulate so much that I know I will not use naman for a long time. Kasi that will last me a lifetime, diba? That kind of number. So yun.
Akala ko reason mo R&D eh.
and ano na rin, and may mga, especially if there's a scent na, parang, I can recognize what ingredients there are. So I say, ang mahal ng perfume, gawa na lang ako. So may ganong factor.
Good. Actually, yun yung nakalimutan ko itanong sa kanila, no? Parang, have you ever thought, na nabanggit mo yan, na as a perfumer din na gumagawa ng pabango na, halimbawa, sisingilin ako dito, 10,000, 20,000 sa pabango to. Pag inamoy mo, kaya ko gawin ng 5,000. Parang yung ganong feeling.
May ganon.
Okay.
So now, I really just buy perfumes that either feeling ko talagang sobrang genius, or out of curiosity. And syempre, support na rin for Filipino perfumes. Yan. So,
to
yun
name
yung
a few
reasons that I would buy.
To name a few, siguro let's start with international or other brands that yung sabi mo you're buying genius product. So,
yeah.
To name a few, ano yung parang, okay, pag amoy mo, boom.
Oo. So, for example, I really love Joyous Tuberose ng Guerlain, yung art something yung line nila. Because it's a very different take on tuberose. Normally, diba, tuberose very sexy, very sensual, but their take was very joyful, very light. So to me, that was genius. They took it at it's a different concept. It was very interesting. So that one, like Amouage Guidance by Canton Biche. So it's very, very different. There's nothing else that smells like it. So yung mga ganong people na talagang for me, like very, very unique, very, very different. So I'd still buy them. Because of that.
Akala ko magbabanggit ka ng mga zoologists, Toscovat, ganyan.
I haven't. Zoologist, parang hindi ko pa siya talaga naamoy masyado. I think ink pa lang, pero yeah, it's a house that I wanna explore, but I haven't experienced it so much.
Ako, siguro at some point, kasi ako parang, if you haven't known yet, sa collection era ko right now, kaya natatawa ako kanina na parang, sorry, just to mention it din, no? Ulitin ko naman, na parang elitista daw yung mga post whatsoever. I am a clone collector when I started. I started same as you. I did buy aficionados. I did buy bench. Then eventually nung nag-grow na, actually the reason why I get into perfumes or get back to perfume is because ang hobby ko talaga nag-cycling ako, no? So nung nagka-baby ako, kailangan ko ng hobby na medyo nasa bahay lang. So bumili ako mga perfume, mga clones, mga inspired, this and that. So my whole collection started at that. And right now na I do appreciate siguro yung sabi mo na mga something that's genius and could say ako I had parang focus my whole attention to the Oriental or Middle Eastern perfumery to be exact, kasi parang I was amazed on how come that they come up with those kind of scents, yung mga amouage, mga ganyan, na parang there's something and siguro it fits my personality na at some point na medyo alam mo yun, yung medyo papansin din talaga ako. So the way I do fragrance,
mo pa lang, di ba?
Yung establishing like power, ganyan talaga.
Yeah.
And it also comes to siguro my work din na sa I work as HR pala, sorry. Na medyo yung alam mo yun, yung kailangan medyo may dating ka sa bagay. So naiintindihan ko yung part na yan and sobrang interesado ako dyan. Now, sa local brands, have you tried a lot na ba or are you still exploring
not
something?
Not a lot. So first, yung kay Ren, syempre na-try ko na yan. I have a couple of his bottles. What I'd like to experience next would be Parfum Astro. So that's something I'm very curious about. So yung next project ko is actually exploring more local brands. So yun.
May nagtatanong, actually, ma-share ko lang din. May nagtatanong, bakit daw sila yung mga unang kong ginest? And FYI na lang din. I think kami na RJ, nag-chat kami kagabi. Parang, nasabi ko rin na, parang ba't sila yung mga nauna? I'll give you example. Si Eman, si Eds, and si Paul. Bakit sila yung mga pinili ko particularly? It's just my way. Again, not affiliated. Kahit, we build friendship over time, this and that. Pero, I am their, kumbaga, customer before. And I appreciate their art, their work. That's why I keep on continuing promoting them, this and that. Because, kumbaga, kung kayo ang, sabi ko kayo, yung level nyo, ano na kayo eh, gods na eh. Mga talagang, kumbaga, they don't have like proper school, they were not given an opportunity to study abroad, this and that. But, they're really thriving to have, kumbaga, mapapansin sa local scene. So, kaya sila sa FYS, sa mga nanonood, kung bakit sila yung mga una kong inimbita para para malaman ng lahat, it's because I know that their brand, their product are true. Totoo silang mga tao. I've seen them create their scents, their originals, walang halong panggugoyo, pangdadaya, and whatnot. And try them. Napakasimple. Try them. And you'll know.
Yes.
Ayun.
And that's really one of the purpose also of FPS. Nabanggit mo kanina yung FPS, right? So the one main purpose of FPS is really to give access to education. Because hindi nga din lahat may opportunity to study abroad, ganyan. But there are so many talented local perfumers. And yun, so one of the goal is to together, all of us, is really to just elevate Philippine perfumery. Diba? Para maramdaman naman nila tayo, diba? So,
agree. Kaya full support ako dyan. Sabi ko nga, I am a Middle Eastern niche collector. So, nagbigla na lang ako nag-switch sa promoting local products, because again, I see the potential. Speaking of school, pero bago tayo dumating dyan, pupunta na tayo sa school life mo. Kailangan ko lang basahin to kasi natatawa na naman ako. Okay. Ayan. Bothered na naman si RM. Nabura na yung post niya, pero bibigyan na lang kita ng context of air. And coming from RJ as well, they are very talented as well, true.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, ang next ko, I am trying to invite Claire Go, obviously, MBRN. Nag-commit na siya sa akin ng partial. Babalikan ko lang siya sa schedule. Pero MBRN, obviously na-invite ko na rin si Armin from Barbash Profumi. Halos lahat ng mga talagang, those people who are really good in the industry as much as possible. Nanglilimos po ako sa kanila ng atensyon. Pasensya na po. Okay. Okay. Paul Prestado is here. Thanks for tuning in, Paul. Maraming salamat. And going back to you, Michelle, your school life, what triggered you to, I've seen your credentials. Sabi ko nga, in-stalk kita sa LinkedIn. Ewan ko nakita mo yung profile ko. Kung nagpapa ko bigla na, viewed your profile. Ako yun. Okay. Di ba sa LinkedIn ka nun, no? So, ay pati si RJ, in-stalk ko rin yan sa LinkedIn eh. Sabi ko nga, pag nag-guess kayo dito, i-stalk ko muna kayo eh. I've seen your credentials about studying chemistry, studying school, business school, and doing a lot of after schooling. Sobrang kakaiba lang doon na biglang, may perfumery dito. What made you decide to... Kasi ano ka na, MBA, if I'm mistaken, Masters ka of what? Sorry?
Business admin, but yung master's na part was not completed, but I did take a short course on entrepreneurial strategy.
Okay. So, bakit nung napasok na perfumery bigla doon?
Bigla-bigla na lang, no? Kasi parang business, ganyan. So, I guess it was triggered because of the collection started to grow. And when it was growing, at that time I was in Canada, when it was growing, sabi ko, parang ang dami-daming magaganda nga na perfume na not available in Philippines. So sabi ko, dahil ko kaya yung, baka may way na ma-distribute locally yung mga ibang perfumes that's not available in Philippines. So that was the first thought. And then my mom said, sabi niya, mag-aral ka na lang kaya ng perfumery. And then in my head, parang, tanda ko na para mag-aral ulit.
Tama.
So it was something na dinismiss ko na hindi, parang malabo yon. Pero actually, that thought stayed with me. So medyo na, parang, sige nga. And then up to a point na decided na, sige, let's try. But at that time, wala pa talagang solid plans about having the perfume business. It was just really out of interest. Sige, let's try. So when I did the school, we were 26 students in our class and 20 different nationalities. But the interesting part is, out of that 20, there was only one Southeast Asian person. Majority were European, and then may mga from US, may marami din actually South Korea. But there was not a lot of representation when it comes to Southeast Asia or Asia in general. So that triggered na, parang taka lang, European perfumery has always been there for the longest time. US perfumery, sobrang sikat na rin. Middle Eastern perfumery, di ba? Parang sobrang naging strong talaga sila in the last few years. But there's not enough representation for Asian perfumery. So that's what really triggered na, and what inspired me na. Parang I think it's time also for us. Ang dami-dami nating, sa locally pa lang, di ba? Ang dami-dami ng talented people. So, that triggered the interest. No, why not? Let's do something. So that naman we can represent together. We can represent Philippine perfumery or Asian perfumery in general. So, yun.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Kaya, ang difference nyo ni RJ sa nasa Jeep Shop is because he didn't have chemistry background. You had chemistry background. That's why you're here at...
I don't know if that's the reason, no, why he took Jeep, but both schools naman are really, really good schools. Both schools are top schools. So, but I did have chemical engineering background from UPLB naman.
Okay, so ayan, ito yung picture. So nag-show tayo ng picture ngayon. Konting kwento naman dito. Ang ganda pala ng nila, no? Ng facility nila, no?
Oo. Ang ganda. Parang everyday feel kong maglakad papuntang school. Kasi nilalakad ko lang. Siguro mga din, almost 2 kilometers na lakad papuntang school. Kasi syempre, parang gastos pa mag-bus. So maglakad na lang, exercise din. Yun. And the school was in Versailles. So, since Versailles, puro palaces. Puro mga, parang halos mga mansion, yung mga, in the old age, mga mansion yung mga bahay doon. So, but syempre today, wala na doon yung mga royalty. They converted some of those very nice houses to schools or shops or houses, ganyan. So, yun.
Konting background din, since I'm not familiar, syempre I'm not into perfumery, obviously. I'm just into fragrances, not actually. You also have a company, parang pare-pares din kayo ng mga background that you have a company that has doing chemicals and this and that. Same with BG, same with RJ. Chem Active.
Yes.
Kailan siya na-establish and what do you do with Chem Active?
Chem Active, we started it in 2017. So mainly we import chemicals and then we distribute them to manufacturing companies. Yung mga customers namin doon are either electronics manufacturing or semiconductor manufacturing mostly. This year, we're branching out to other manufacturing companies like mga food and bev or pharma. Yun. So,
hindi lang siya like fragrance focus. Talagang ano siya.
No,
talagang,
not at all. Not at all.
Okay, hindi yung gusto kong iklaro. At least alam ko na. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, yun pala yung technically your, I could say,
Yes,
your day job.
Yes, exactly.
Ito talaga yung ginagawa mo sa buhay. Okay.
So
it has been, kumbaga, always about chemistry or being, into chemicals ever since. So, nadagdagan na lang siguro ng credentials mo into perfume. And if you can still remember, kasi I think naging discussion din namin to sa Fragcon 4 na ano yung parang touch or since you've studied chemistry, right? On what extent do schools teach people about perfumes in a regular school?
You mean like for example in ISIPCA or JIP?
Undergrad. No, the undergrad mo, yung chemistry undergrad.
So actually, yung undergrad ko in chemical engineering, mas intense siya in the chemistry portion. That is not really needed in perfumery. There's a very small fraction lang. Kaya if people would ask, do I need to know chemistry for me to be a perfumer? No, not at all. Kasi maliit. Advantage siya. Advantage siya in terms na you know how to handle laboratory equipment. You know how to compute concentrations or dilutions. Or another level of advantage is ano yung mga chemical reaction. Pero medyo ano na yun, talagang medyo advanced na yun na you know how chemicals would react together. So yun. But I think more or less it ends there. So even if you don't have a chemistry background, you can learn those parts. Kayang-kaya siyang i-crash course na laboratory equipment or paano mag-compute. And besides now, may Excel na, may app, si Bernadette, meron nga siyang app.
Diba? Yeah, I've seen that. Yes.
So these things, yes, exactly. So these things, there are tools already na pwede nating gamitin. So you don't really need to have the chemistry background to be able to become a perfumer. And kasi perfumery then is both art and science. And that's what I love about it. Kasi my background is very scientific, no? So I was chemical engineer, etc. Pero at the same time, I really, really enjoy art. May pangarap ako dati when I was in college na I wanted to be in theater. I wanted to direct a film, yung mga ganon. So in that sense, I have artistic inclinations, but I never got to pursue them. So in perfumery, it makes me feel that this way, I get to have my scientific background and my passion for art combined. Ayun.
Interesting. Ang ganda ng sinabi kasi a lot of people parang there's like the hesitation of doing so because of again the background and this and that. And I have interviewed and sabi ko nga the reason why I had, if you've seen my post as well with the collaboration of Ed and Eman, the reason that I had that and I especially witnessed them na in my face, like gumagawa sila ng pabango, they're doing it from scratch, no? Iba yung style kasi they didn't have school they didn't parang went under official training and this and that. They are just, people are passionate about things, so they try to figure things out and very iba yung style, magkaiba. Si Eds ko may mga syringe, si Emma naka-pipe, tas iba yung kung paano sila gawa, pero they have the same goal, to create a perfume. So doon ko nakita na yes, parang kumbaga sa scale, yes, there's an advantage, correct, but andun yung passion, yung art na mas nangingibabaw every time that you create a set.
Yes.
Agree with that. Matampuhin ng comment section. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And at the same time, anything naman that can be learned, like for example, the dilution part, etc., pwede yan mapag-aralan. So it doesn't have to be innate. Yung kailangan na innate is the passion for making perfumery. Diba? Yun yung non-negotiable. But the things that can be learned, can be learned. So,
and one reason why Perfumes Astra is born, Ma'am Shell. So I think
yes,
sinasabi niya dito is yung, nung gines ko sila, parang si Rochelle kasi, yung partner ni Eds, no? Siya yung mahilig bumili ng mga expensive perfume. Okay? So, si Eds naman, pag inahamoy niya, parang kaya ko namang gawin to. Okay, yun yung reason ko ba't may Perfumes Astra. Okay. FYI sa mga tao, yun yung reason ko ba't nag-aaral si Eds ng perfumery. And obviously, to impress Rochelle, na kasi naliligawan pa lang sila time na yun.
Nakakatuwa.
Kaya siya nag-aaral ng perfumery, para impress. Okay.
Love it.
Ayun, may baby na sila. They have a baby girl. Ayun, shout out to you.
Congratulations.
Ayan, congratulations. Tag dito, pa-shout out. Oy, Moy San, hindi na siya nakabasa ng comment section. Na-delete na yung post ni RM Consumer Goods, so bahala na kayo. Pa-shout out, belated happy birthday, Edrel Basina, guest O to the Yossi Break. Have you smelled Yossi Break already? Hindi pa?
No, pero ito talaga yung pinaka-curious ko. Ito talaga.
Eds, pa-reserve na nga ng Discovery set si Michelle.
Yes, pa-order na order.
Shout out naman, boy, Rain. Sorry, hindi kita na-reserve ng slot sa end of the month. So, naubusan na tayo ng slot. And FYI, for those who are looking for the slots of the Bor X Perfumes Astra na collab, ubus na po yung slot. We limited it to 50 kasi yun lang din yung payag ng venue. Pero if ever na may back out, inform ko kayo. So far, may 5 nang nakapila kung may mag-back out. Pero yun, wala na tayong slot. Pasensya na po. Mabilisan lang talaga yun, no? Yung event na yun. Okay. Going back to your school life, and konting kwento naman dito sa papakita ko sa screen. Wala. So may picture. Entire screen na. Kaso maglalag siya na parang ewan eh. Ayan. Nakita na browse ko to sa iyong nakikita mo na ba?
Ay. Hindi.
Ay.
Or inisip ko, hindi lang ba ako marunong? Parang, paano ba ito? Wala, hindi ko nakita.
Ayun.
There.
Okay. Ayan. Konting kwento naman tayo dito sa picture na to.
This is taken in Grass. Malapit to sa Fragonard Museum. So this was the third part of the summer school that I took with Isipka. Yung third part kasi is fragrance development. So we visited some of the manufacturers mismo ng mga oils, ng mga absolutes, ng mga essential oils. We visited them. We also went to several plantations ng mga lavender field, etc. And this was the last day of the class. So ito yung this was in Grass. Mga classmates ko yan.
Okay. It's good to hear. I think parang ang ganda ng itsura, tapos konting background lang din. What's with isip ka? What's with that and the whole school? Gaano kahaba yung naging course mo, and obviously what did you do there?
Yeah. So Isipka, they offer several classes. May mga mahahaba and may mga short term din. So yung mahahaba, they have mga 2 to 3 years of masteral classes, like scent design, and then very specific talaga. So for example, they have masteral of scent design. So it's really designing scents. And then they also have masteral for fragrance evaluation, yung those smelling and knowing the market. So iba-iba, very, very specific. What I took is para siyang crash course of a mix of these things. So it's 3 courses in 1 summer. That's what I took. The first one is the art of perfumery. So there we did a lot of smelling of ingredients, and at the same time a lot of mystery. Tapos the second part was advanced composition. So dito na it was just all lab work. And the third part was fragrance development, more on the business side, the how do you manufacture it, how do you even marketing, the costing, mga ganun. And then we visited the facilities.
You mentioned summer, so 3 months, 4 months?
About 2 months.
2 months.
So about 2 months. So it it was about 6 days a week, and it starts at 8 a.m. and at 6 p.m. So dire-diretso siya, sobra siyang nakakapagod because that course normally it's in a span of 1 year. But what they do for summer school, especially for people who cannot naman afford to stay there for a long time, so they created a summer school, and the 1-year class they condensed into 1 summer. So sobrang intense siya, sobrang physically nakakapagod, pero at the end of the day, yung nakakatawa is at the end of the day, kami na ang mga classmates, pupunta pa kami sa mga perfume stores at mag-aamoy-amoy pa ng mga perfume.
Hindi ba kayo nahilo sa klase na?
Kaya nga, sabi ko namin, grabe, amoy na tayo ng amoy the whole day, tapos it's really, di ba, passion. If it's really what you're interested in, parang walang pagod na nararamdaman. And even during the weekend, so the school is in Versailles, we'd take a train going to Paris, and iba-iba to ha, kasi 26 nga kami, so may mga small groups na yung mga naging close. So, different groups would go to Paris, pero for some reason, nagkikita-kita kami sa mga same stores. Kasi nga, puro perfume stores yung mga pinupuntahan. So, yeah.
What stores do you usually visit back there?
There's Jovoy. Sa Jovoy, it's near Louvre Garden. Ang daming, iba-iba marami siyang iba-ibang perfumes na in one place. Yung sa main, yung big mall in Paris also, ang dami din doon. So, that's where we go. Iba-iba. Yeah.
Okay. Napansin ko lang din sa people who studied abroad. Obviously, you did this on the latter part. Technically, existing na yung company mo. Everything is already... kumbaga, it's just more of adding lang dun sa current. And was this before the Tadhana, or have you first thought of the brand prior going to school, or you went to school then you thought of the brand? So paano yung naging kwento about Tadhana?
The school, the idea of starting a business for perfumes, may konting idea na parang may interested. Pero hindi pa talaga siya solid idea. And then I went to school for it so that I can solidify na talaga bang gusto ko tong gawin, or talaga bang is this something na kasi syempre starting a new business, especially I have an existing business, would take time, would take effort. So I was really asking myself, gusto ko ba tong gawin? Gano'n ko siyang gustong gawin? So the idea of starting a perfume business was there na, pero hindi pa siya solid. Na-solidify talaga siya when after I finished school and realizing that we have very little representation for Asian and Filipino perfumery. So it was that time, and that's the reason why the name is very Filipino. So Tadhana, that's also the reason why. And yun, para at least, diba, it's really pushing forward Filipino perfumery.
Sabi ko nga, diba, lagi sinasabi, I'm not sure if I'm living on a cave, pero I haven't tried it yet. Is it because it's not... Sorry, kailangan ko na talaga sabihin to. Hindi pa, no? So, okay.
Not yet.
Baka ano lang ako, hindi lang ako informed na tao.
Not yet. So, I guess sobrang bagal ko lang din talagang I've been working on it for months. And then ang bagal ko lang din maggawa kasi I have my main business, and na-realize ko sobrang hirap pala mag-jump from one thing to another, because in the business it was kumbaga operations mind, and then biglang perfume creative mind. So, ang hirap mag-jump. So, I realize now na kailangan pala talaga I would really dedicate a big fraction of time na, okay, the next 6 hours, this is just perfumery. Because otherwise, mahirap siyang gawin na pa-jump-jump. So, yun. So, that was my challenge. But, my goal talaga, dapat this July, release na siya. So, dapat. Tapos
sige, pag-usapan natin yan off-air. Eto, may nakita ako. Add ko lang din sa scene natin. Can you tell me more about your classes? Because again, a lot of influencers or whatnot, I've been seeing this on TikTok to Instagram. A lot of people feature this. Can you tell me more about the Tadhana perfumery class?
So initially, it wasn't part of the plan to conduct classes. But there was one person, ayaw niya yata panime. Sabi niya sa akin, surprise daw. Sabi niya sa akin, secret daw namin yan. But anyway, so there was this one person who requested na, can you conduct a class? So, sabi ko, I've never done a class before, but sige, I'm willing to try. So, I created the modules, and then we did the class together. And after that, I was really happy then with how it went, with the class itself. And sabi ko, since may material naman na, andyan na rin naman yung materials, why not offer it to others? So when I started offering it, I was also surprised at the amount of people who were interested in taking it. So even if it wasn't originally part of the plan, pero since there's interest, so habang may interest, tuloy-tuloy lang.
So, nakakailang class ka na as of today?
In June, 5 classes in June. And I can only do Saturdays, but I was able to do a couple na weekday. So, yun. But so far,
the class is like, how long, then ilang sessions,
it's a 4-hour class. So, I divided into 3 parts. Right now, I'm just offering the first part, which is Introduction to Perfumery. It's 4 hours. And then in this class, we talk about, introduction, the characteristics of a perfume. We also talk about yung mga different ingredients. We smell siguro at least 30 different ingredients to get to know them better. And from there, the class would make their own perfume. So they'd start first with their base, and from their base, they'll make it into a perfume. So that's at the end of the class, meron silang mauwing perfume nila.
Pero parang kilala ko na yung sinasabi mo na unang estudyante mo na nagkaroon
Sinabi niyo ba sa'yo?
Nagkaroon ako bigla ng recall ng memory kasi nakita ko nag-post siya ng picture eh. So parang familiar yung yung background. So alam ko na kung sino tong sinasabi niya na ayaw magpasabi. Kilala na kita. Huwag na itago, kilala na kita.
Sinabi ko.
Biglang ako mahilig ako ano tawag dito? Mag-put things into
puzzle.
Pieces. Mga puzzle. Kaya yung minsan yung mga post ko, sige, cryptic na kung sabihin nyo, whatever. Pero what I do most of the time is like, if you have like background or context of this, that's why I don't deliberately, kumbaga, say things. Kailangan may things into puzzle. Okay? Dito na siya. Ayan. And masingit ko lang din. So, pinag-uusapan namin to, kahit kami ni Emma, nila Ed, sila RJ, na parang gusto nga nilang gawin tong debunking channel, tong podcast na to. So, sabi ko parang, good vibes lang muna. Ayoko munang magkaroon ng galit sa akin yung mga tao. Kasi conflicting yan diba? Usually, pag nagsabi ka ng mga hot takes mo, matik may hater ka na kagad So, for pa lang naman to, kalma lang, saka masaya lang yung usapan natin. So, hopefully by end of July, meron na tayong, we're looking at how many fragrances that you're going to release. 6. And can you share some of those?
Sure.
Ayan,
So originally, the idea was, kasi we really wanted to parang make perfume as a way for self-expression. So we wanted to create different personalities in the perfume. So we have classy, lover, scandalous, rebel, rockstar. Yan na ba sinabi ko? Nasabi ko na ba, Ani?
Nag-stop yung utak ko dun sa scandalous Parang masarap i-spray yun.
Nag-stop na.
Ang ganda ng pangalan.
Yeah. And then innocent is the pang 6. So we have different personalities, and the idea is all of these perfumes, meron tayong hero ingredient na only in the Philippines, or not naman na only in the Philippines, but it's commonly grown in Philippines or commonly grown in Asia na hindi talaga common ginagamit in other countries.
I love that.
So that's one of the goals. Because
Actually,
we want to highlight the mga local ingredients natin.
Nung first time kong, kasi nga, ay sabi ko kasi, yung collection ko, paulit-ulit na saffron, leather, oud, bakur, ganyan. Kasi puro Emmy, right? So, nung first time kong makaamoy ng, yung talagang Elimi, yung gawa ni RJ, right?
Yes.
Then, na-spill naman to sa mga followers ni Greg yung first time to use the Vetiver Filipina sa isang fragrance.
Yes.
I was really amazed na meron palang nag-i-exist na ganun sa Pilipinas, no? Again, hindi naman sa minamalit ko kung Pilipino, pero it's just that when we talk about something, we all, especially perfumes, we always route to French, we always route to mga Middle Eastern countries, this and that. So, laging nandun sila nag-route. Pero nung nalaman ko na, okay, meron pala talagang mga locally sourced materials na tayo lang ang meron and mabango siya or something that you can create out of, especially the perfume. And ang ganda ng theme, and ito sabi ko sa mga tao iba kasi parang release lang ng release na masabi lang may release. Again, may magagalit na naman sa akin sa pagkasabi niyan, pero bahala na kayo sa buhay niyo. These type of brands, like what you're trying to do, this type of people, the perfumers, this and that, nakita nyo sa mga nanonood, no, on how they conceptualize things. Diba? So, doon yung nakikita na well thought of. Hindi lang basta na, okay, release ako ng ganyan. Hindi. Talagang pinag-isipan, may tema, may mission, may goal, may purpose. Alam mo yun? And it makes elevate the community or the whole community. And I appreciate you for all the people, especially those who create, na there's something in it and there's a story, and natutuwa ako sa mga ganung bagay. Ito, syempre, so it's your time to shine, guys. Kung may mga tanong kayo, tawa ko dito, Tableya of Bohol na note meron pa.
Ang ganda. Good idea.
Gandang concept yun Actually, si Melvin lagi nanonood, tsaka maganda yung mga comment niyan. Alam mo ba na ang chocolate, no, Davao to be precise, Malagos chocolate is one of the best chocolates in the world, I could say. Hindi lang masyado na-highlight yon, pero ang Davao ang sikat na gumawa ng mga yung mga tableya na yan, yung mga chocolate, yung mga baterol, mga ganyan. Interesting kung magkakaroon tayo ng mga gourmand dish na using those I've seen the cacao seed, I've seen this and that, so maganda siya. May question, so drop lang yung mga questions sa mga nanonood and we'll try to read that. Papunta na kami sa pinaka-exciting part, so we're done with the background of Michelle, the perfumery, the brand, and this and that. So yung mga may init na opinion ng mga bagay ang susunod natin pag-uusapan. Pero bago yon, may question, what's perfumery for you and how did it shape you to become perfumer? Parang pang yung Miss Universe. Sige, sagutin na natin.
Ang matalino. Sige. So, for me, perfumery is a means of expression. There's so many. It can be something na nostalgia, you get to remember something. But I guess mainly for me, it's a means of expression. It's a means to express your individualistic sense. Kasi kanya-kanya naman tayo, iba-iba tayo. So, yun. Mainly for me, it's means of expression. May second part pa ba yung Miss Universe question? Or
ang sabi niya is, how did it shape you to become a perfumer?
So, with that in mind, that it's a means of expression, yun yung naging parang core of Tadhana, na we want to make different personalities out of this perfume, so that tayo kasi we're not just one personality. At a different given moment, iba din yung lumalabas ng mga sides natin. So, I wanted to create perfumes that can express many sides of us or many facets of us. Yeah.
Gusto ko yung sinabi mo kanina about the signature perfume that over time you develop something or nag-iiba yung signature sense mo. And I highly, highly agree because I think parang nagkakaroon ng divisive parang things sa community about the freshies, the people with, or those who are wearing animalic foods, na parang gano'n, na parang, so, most of us, I could say, since we're part of the Asian culture, na talagang ang labanan is on the fresh side. Obviously, napaka-tropical yung country, napaka-init, diba? So, magsusuot ka nun, parang medyo weird ka, no? Going back na naman sa amoy arabo, parang awa niyan, tigil niyo na yan. Yung kaya nagkakaroon ng ganong theme or nagkakaroon ka ng ganong interest, it's actually over time, tama na you get to experience and take them, and sinasabi ko din to sa lahat ng mga newbie collector or people who are started collecting. You don't just disregard the fragrance on the first sniff, on the first try. Others, revisit mo siya after a month, revisit mo siya after a year. Mag-iiba yung perspective mo. And ako personally, kasi ako, hindi naman ako na-off kagad sa mga ganung bagay. siguro dahil din kay Armin, si Armin kasi loko-loko, sabi ko nga lagi sa podcast ko, baguhan pa lang ako, I started collecting noong 2021 if I'm not mistaken. Umattend ako ng launch ng Ravash Profumi, yung second time niya. Bro, amoy mo to. Di ba ko kilala? Pinaamoy sa akin puro Francesca Bianchi. Diyos ko, yung ilong ko parang sabi ko, oh my God, parang hindi nag-register sa utak ko yung mga notes na yon. Hindi siya na-figure out na utak ko, pero nung nire-revisit ko na siya, yung mga sobrang ambery, sobrang animalic. Now I get it. Actually ngayon, nung si Eman kasi dinala niya rin yung mga FDBs niya. Tsaka mga tawag dito Bortnikov, no? So nung naamoy ko na siya, so pinapaamoy ko sa partner ko, parang diring-diri sila. Ako naamoy ko parang animalic na pala to, no? So parang nag-iba na yung perspective ko sa animalic. Hindi ko na, yes, alam ko, naamoy ko, pero hindi na siya off-putting sa akin. Okay. So,
nag-change, nag-adapt.
Nag-adapt talaga. Ito na, ang mga may init na takes natin for this evening. Unahin na natin ang fragrance myth na gustong i-debunk ni Michelle. Ano naisip mo?
You mean an example of a fragrance myth? Well, siguro hindi ibig sabihin na the stronger the perfume, the long-lasting it is. So, kasi normally when we think of strong, we think na very projecting. Usually, we mean mataas yung concentration niya. So, it does not necessarily mean na just because mataas yung concentration niya, na long-lasting siya. Because there are many aspects in the perfume that lead to yung pagiging long-lasting niya. Like, for example, if whether marami siyang base notes or yun. So, hindi lang kumbaga just because mataas yung concentration, long-lasting niya.
And hindi porket mataas yung concentration, tawag dito, better na siya or higher quality. Tama?
Correct. Yes. Correct. Yeah.
Ayan. Shout out. Siguro mapanood to. Ma-skipan mo. I-reels ko to. For sure. I-reels ko talaga tong part na to. Para in your face. Sorry, I mean, I need to stress this out. Kasi one of the kasi yun yung pag-uusapan natin some of it, kung may mga myth talaga na talagang maling paniniwala, meron talaga mga bagay na kinainisan mo lang. So, ako muna, kinainisan ko lang, yan, yung sinabi mo. Number one, yung mga horrendous claims ng brand na they are extra, they're better, they're of higher quality. Kutsa, nilagyan mo lang naman ng DPG yan di ba? Yung premix mo, nilagyan mo ng DPG tsaka alcohol, no? Better ka na, no? So, those are horrendous claims. Please stop that. I-reels ko nga to, sabi ko, para mapanood ng mga taong yun, yung mga supporter ng brand na yun. Hindi ko sabihin kung sino, no? You just have to be honest, right? You don't need to say a lot of things and people will speak for itself. And mind to that, no? I mean, there are really some good na extracts or some really good. And I think RJ also posted about EDPs, EDTs, and kasi I think naging naging issue din yan na even designer brands also market them like that. Na kapag si Flanker X, si brand X nag-list ng Flanker with an EDP, then the other one is EDP, the EDP will last longer, those things, no? Si Elixir pa nga. Taka na saan ba nanggaling Elixir na yan? Wala namang ganang concentration.
Pero may konting effect naman siya. Like, for example, the higher, kasi syempre pag madami, let's say 30% yung concentration, syempre mas marami siya. So, may effect din naman na kumbaga mas mabigat siya, mag-sit siya ng close to the skin. So, hindi din siya kaagad mag-evaporate. Pero hindi lang talaga na just because of that, sobrang long-lasting na. Kasi marami. So,
pina-follow ko si Teddy. Parang sinabi niya ni Teddy na parang pwede kang gumawa ng bergamot oil na extract of pure bergamot oil. Hindi pa rin magtatagal yun. kahit extract na bergamot oil yan. Diba? Hindi magtatagal yun kasi citrus note yun Diba? Yeah. Okay. Ikaw naman tatanungin ko, yung mga nakikita mo, mga something na, syempre, nagbabrowse ka rin ng TikTok, ng Instagram na, not necessarily incorrect Pwede rin incorrect, or yung mga nakaka-bad trip na nakita ko na naman to. Mga pet peeves mo nakikita mo sa internet.
Aside from oil-based, kasi napag-usapan niya na yung oil-based, yun talaga yung pinaka. Pero aside from that, another would be yung coffee grounds, smelling coffee grounds. when
Yeah.
resetting. Kasi di ba, let's say, pupunta ka sa mall, and then you'd smell perfumes, tapos they'll give you coffee grounds to reset the nose. Actually, it's not really resetting the nose kasi may own smell din naman si coffee ground. So, ano din siya? Kumbaga, it's still an overload sa nose. So, best talaga is just to smell your own skin na walang perfume. Parang, that's the reset. Yun. And at the same time, yung storage of perfumes na sana wag sa banyo. Kasi nga, minsan sa banyo, lalo na...
may sariling rep yung perfume. Sabi mo.
Ang social ng perfume, may ref.
Nakikita ko yun, natatawa ako doon.
Talaga.
Yung mga may ref. Gets ko yung yung may display rack, right? It's a good like. Pero yung nakita mo ba yun? Yung mga may ref, may ref nila?
Hindi ko pa ata nakikita.
Okay. Pag nakita mo, magagalit ka rin. Ba't mo yung ref?
Oo, best lang din talaga na like let's say nasa loob siya ng cabinet na hindi na aarawan, hindi din naiinitan. So, yan.
Okay. Ayan. Parang ang ating comment section nakafocus, no? Wala masyado tayong questions. Okay. Winner yung Rebel. Di ko pa naamoy pero I really love to try. Actually, all pag meron na. Pag-isapan natin yung off-air. Tara naman tayo sa pineapple note na yan. So, ma-share ko lang ano ba tong pineapple note na pinagsabi namin. Because there are again, I'm not a perfumer. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pero parang there are certain notes that is not actually extracted from a fruit, but it's mixed of accords and, tama, diba? Right?
Correct.
So, some of kasi of oil, kayo nag-manufacture ng mga oils, mga nag-import ng oils, gawa na siya. Na as is na, diba? Na pineapple note. Some would have like different chemical breakdowns just for you to create one. Tama, diba?
Yes.
Ayan. So, napag-usapan lang namin yung pineapple note na yan na parang does it make you better pag gumawa ka ng sarili mong mga accords or bibili ka lang ng mga notes na technically accords na sa oil manufacturer mo. Parang parehas lang naman unless you're really trying to do something differently from a pineapple. You want a juicier pineapple or you want a smokier pineapple, right? Diba yun lang naman yung maging difference dun eh. So,
true, it doesn't make you any less of a perfumer if you get yung accord na, diba? It doesn't make you any less of a perfumer. The challenge lang there is, what if this person or this company na gumagawa ng accords, biglang they stop producing that accord?
Good point! Good point! Yeah. Oo nga naman.
So,
kung mga pinagkukuhaan mo, tama.
Oo, kasi now, how can you recreate, lalo na especially if important to you in producing the scent na i-continue mo siya for a long time. So, pag hindi na nag-manufacture, kawawa na. Parang mag-iiba na siya. So, yun lang yung nakikita ko dyan na challenge.
Oh, yeah. Tama. Kasi nga, pag nasanay ka na, or especially, siguro that there are reason as well that brands do reformulate. Possible din yan, no? Availability of oils, notes and this and that.
Because, and over time, like yung governing bodies, like IFRA, may mga dinadagdag sila ng mga bawal. So, over time, pag naging bawal na siya, then you cannot use it anymore if you're a brand that follows these IFRA regulations. So, hindi mo na din siya, kaya need na rin mag-reformulate.
So, ito rin pala, talking about IFRA, I think matunog siya ngayon, especially in the community kasi a lot of people are aware. Gusto ko lang din, ito yung, ewan ko kung myth to kasi parang, isa rin to sa pet peeve ko na parang, again, no offense, you do the way you collect, no? Pero para kasing may mga hardcore collector na every year, kino-collect yung certain fragrance. Kunwari, sabihan ko na lang, Eros 2021, 2020, 20, parang, gets ko naman, right? But, is it really true that brands reformulate every year? Pero hindi naman. Parang kalokohan naman siya kung gano'n nangyari.
Hindi naman talaga. I mean, it can be true. Like, for example na lang, there are some niche brands that were purchased by big designer companies. And the moment that happens, their goals change. If before yung goal nila was to create really unique fragrance, now the goal of the new company na nag-acquire sa kanila would be to streamline their operations or to cut down some costs. So, posible talaga nag-reformulate. Lalo na may mga changes na ganon. So,
pero hindi naman taon-taon, no? Kasi yung iba parang addict eh. Natatawa ko yan na nakikita ko na they're chasing a certain batch on an X year. Pero
Okay.
if I look at the company profile, there are no changes. I look at the IFRA, there are no changes on that
Mm-mm.
particular. So why are you doing so? Tas there, some would even sell it at a premium, right? Because of
Oh.
this X
Ah, ah, ah.
number of batch
Yeah.
as the
Ah,
gets ko yung mga old talaga, mga vintage. Obvious na yun, right?
yes,
Obviously.
yes.
Pero yung mga recent lang, parang hindi naman taon-taon nag-iiba yan. I mean, correct if I'm wrong, right? But, you know, it's just like a thing na nakikita ko lagi sa community na medyo weird. Pero, I mean, you do you, right? Basa tayo konti. Ayan. Walang comment. Wala lang. Ayan. Ayan. Si Armin
Hi,
nandito na.
Armin.
Paano pag kulob yung room, hindi nasisilayan ng araw at nakabox yung perfume? Masisira po ba yung notes?
So,
Kulob.
kapag yung pinaka-best way to store it is nasa loob siya ng box niya. So, even if kulob yung room, okay lang, it won't really matter. Important is, yan, naka-box yung perfume mo, nasa loob siya ng cabinet, or kahit hindi, basta naka-box, so okay na yan. It doesn't mean na hindi talaga siya masisira. It just means na it will last as long as it can. So,
Ayun. Thoughts on, and si Paul. Paul is here already from 625, yung, ayan, DE. Thoughts on infra-compliant versus non-compliant but indicated on the box similar to, for example, almond milk. This product contains... Huh?
okay, I
Iniisip ko-
get the question.
Okay.
So, Paul is asking is, parang, IFRA compliant, let's say you have a perfume that's IFRA compliant. So, lahat ng sinabi ni IFRA na bawal, nag-comply siya doon, walang ingredient na bawal. Versus, non-compliant, pero in-indicate niya. Na, let's say kay IFRA, more than X% of bergamot bawal. Kunwari lang.
Mhm.
And then, naglagay siya doon ng beyond that percentage.
Mhm.
So, tinatanong niya basically yung thoughts on. To me, technically, I guess that's good practice na you declare. Kasi there are some cases na some people are allergic to certain aroma chemical. And if it's there, makikita, alam nila, ideally, alam nila kung what triggers their allergy. Makikita nila, then they have the informed decision to avoid it if they want to. So, yun. So, I think that's a good practice naman. And also, at the same time, hindi ito narinig sa akin but like, in IFRA, minsan medyo ridiculous na rin yung mga
Claims
hindi na rin
or
po talaga.
restrictions.
Oo. Medyo ridiculous na rin talaga. But we follow personally, I'd follow because one of my goal is to really sell the perfumes outside of the Philippines, like North America or even Europe, because nga my goal is for them to get to know Philippine perfumery, Asian perfumery, ganyan. So, I would follow because that's part of my goal. But otherwise, happy.
Ako, napag-usapan namin ito ni Bernadette off-air. It's more of, my thoughts on that is simple, no? Yung responsibility nung owner or brand, especially if there will be claims of allergic reaction, skin issues. Kasi dyan papasok yung yung kakasuhan kayo, this and that.
Yeah.
So, yan yung, I think, major reason why we have a governing body and a compliance on a certain level, just to avoid those kind of scenario. Kasi nasabi sa ni BJ na pwede yan ngayon. Okay, you have a small market and a small, people, less than 1,000 bottles, mga ganyan. Pero if you go to the bigger and bigger market, especially na hindi ka talaga nagko-comply at all, at gusto mo lang talagang hindi mag-comply, pero may magrereklamo sa iyo, sa brand mo, sa organization mo, sa company mo, at kakasuhan ka, doon may problema. Doon magkakaroon ng issue. Yan yung major difference. Okay. Tinan mo, it's been an hour. Sabi ko sa'yo, tinignan ko yung mga listahan ko dito. ng mga tanong. At least na natanong ko naman siya lahat. Gusto ko lang din obviously to get your side, your upcoming thing, ano pa yung mga ginagawa mo and things that you want to promote, especially for people who are still tuning in live.
Well, I hope your viewers can follow Tadhana.fragrance on IG, and at the same time Perfumer Asia on IG. So Perfumer Asia basically is parang vlog type wherein I share a lot about ingredients, ganyan. And then Tadhana.fragrance naman is the brand. I hope you can follow because we'll be launching the fragrances soon. Yun. So, and at the same time, perfumery classes also, the announcements or the schedules will be there if anyone's interested to do perfume classes.
Regular na yung perfume class mo every Saturday, no? Continuous na.
Hindi rin.
Okay,
Sorry
so
naman.
that's why you need
Oo.
to like the page and watch out for the schedule.
Yes. Pero at the same time, on the page naman, may link na doon ng calendar. So people can see kung ano yung Saturdays na open. Yun. Kasi hindi rin talaga lahat ng Saturdays. Depende on the availability.
May nakita akong tanong sa utak ko lang. Kasi natanong ko to kay BG. Content creators that you like, reviewers, whatever. Let's start with international. Sino mga pina-follow mo?
I like, sino ba? Oh, well, commonly sina Demi
Bastian?
Rowling, Judy Rose.
Okay.
At the same time, si Anna, German girl. I don't know if you have heard of her. So those are the yung international. For the ones local naman, Ali King, CJ, the Favorite's Bestie. Jesso, so Denise Sant.
Yeah, Denise.
Yeah.
Speaking of, i-spill ko na kagad kasi papatapos na yung episode. For sure, hindi nyo naman papanoorin yung dulo nito. Pero sa mga nanonood pa, I'm still compiling some guests, meaning, kasi diba last, if I'm not mistaken, medyo mabigat yung May ko eh. No? May kasi was like all perfumers, right? Tapos, yung June, tawag dito, medyo nagpahinga ako guys kasi ang bigat nung every week may episode ako noon. Talaga napapagod ako. Mag-i-edit ako lahat. So, nung June, nag-edit muna ako para mabigyan ng pahinga yung sarili ko. Nagkasakit nga ako for like few weeks now. Tapos, itong July, we're officially back. Regular episode. Then, I hope to have CJ, your fragrance bestie, by next week. On a Saturday or Sunday. I'm just asking for confirmation. Naka-line up na rin sa atin si Miss Claire Go of MVR and Perfumes, as well as sila Frankie, sila Jessie, and all those people here at Room Fillers Podcast Live. So, keep continuing supporting the channel. And sa mga nag-aabang kasi medyo nagulat ako, nagkakaroon na rin ng traction yung mga reviews ko. So, FYI, sabihin ko na lang dito, not related sa sa everything, but sabihin ko na lang dito, plug ko lang din. Yung mga review ko, intentional na less than 1 minute or 1 minute lang yun or 1 minute 30 max kasi nga hindi ako magaling na reviewer, trip lang. Ang pinapakita ko lang sa inyo yung hidden gem. There's something that exists in the market that you don't know that you might want to try. So, hindi ako nagbe-breakdown ng something na matindi. Tsaka alam ko, attention span nyo parang goldfish lang yan. I-scroll up nyo kagad yan. So, abangan yung mga reviews ko kasi I have like backup ng mga 5-7 new different niche scents from Middle East. Mostly one-of-one bottles. Pansin ko hindi kita nakikita sa mga sniff event. Obviously, you're too busy. Hoping to see you more.
Yes, I hope so too. I hope so too. I really want to go. Last year lang I was mostly out of the country. Pero this year, I'm here the whole year. Kaya go yan.
Ayan. Ayan. Sa mga susunod na, ayan, please share art of perfume sa mga susunod. Yan, kasi nakita ko yung comment na yan. So, I think we're missing out. Kasi right now, sabi ko nga, si RJ tsaka si BG parang continuous na sila. Sabi ko nga, bigla-bigla na sila, andyan na sila, regular na sa community. And hope to see you. And let's pressure Oscar next.
Yes, go yan.
Let's pressure and I'll definitely just slide DMs, ganyan, the usual na ginawa ko sa inyo.
Ganda lang style mo.
Mga nagkita tayo, di ba? Nagkita tayo nung November,
I
right?
think in one of the sniff sessions I've attended before. I think so.
Yeah, sa niche, yung first ever nila Erwin.
Yes, the first ever.
Yeah, nandun ka. Tama nga ako. Ikaw nga. Yeah, I remember. Ako yung may baby na maliit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, ano pa ako nun? Tawag dito. Ewan ko ano ba ginagawa ko nun, pero kung ano man, hindi ko na maalala. Kasi nakita ko sa RJ ng time na yun. And medyo recent lang din ako mas naging, actually, while doing the podcast, mas naging in touch na lang ako sa local scene. Actually, sinasabi ko rin din sa tropa ko sa first guest ko nito sa podcast. The intention initially of the podcast was to be a collector's podcast. And up to now, this is still the same. I will still try to invite other collections, not just perfumes. It just so happened na mas mataas yung traction ng perfume community, especially on my channel and what I do. So, yun yung nagiging trend. Pero hopefully, makapag-invite na tayo ng mga watch collectors, shoe collectors.
Nice.
But you also have different, di ba, other hobbies that you do besides perfume. Ano pa yung ginagawa mo?
Other hobbies, I do landscape photography, salsa dance, pickleball. Yun.
Other collectibles? Wala.
Not so much, I guess. Not so much.
Hindi ka mahilig sa
Parang
mga gems, mga stones.
Stones, yes. Watch also, pero I wouldn't call it pa kasi collection. Kasi konti lang naman.
Ayun! And we are 1 hour and almost 15 minutes. Sabi ko kasi hindi namamalayan yung oras dito. Kaya pa namin pahabain to. Pero kawawa yung mag-edit, which is ako. Okay. Yung lagi sinasabi eh. Kawawa yung mag-edit. Ako yun. Okay. Well, I'm good and I think we have touched our comment section. And abang lang pala sa giveaway, I'm still working on it. And pa-plug ko na lang din last. Siyempre, I'll talk to Michelle offline about Tadhana, this and that. But for the Parfums Astra and the board grooming ko that will happen on July 28th, sa mga nakapag-register, maraming salamat. It's a Sunday, so hopefully the next event, ito, abangan nyo na lang next event na pinaplano namin. I'm already talking to Paul and RJ about their collab. Planning to have that on August, which is next month. Abangan nyo lang din yan. I'll just post, and again, obviously, limited slots ulit yan. Okay, ayun, abangan na lang natin ang mga Suda Kabanata for here, and obviously, advance congratulations na, and I'm really interested to try the Sixth Sense from Tadhana. Napaganda talaga ng name, no? Ang ganda ng name ng brand. Okay. Thanks for tuning in at Room Fillers Podcast, your collector's podcast. Bye-bye.